Favorite time of year for us Jews, isn't it? Christmas. I just love it. My favorite part is going down to the Hanukkah menorah lots, picking out and cutting down the menorah and bring it back home on my back. And I always have the same trouble every year getting that big candle through the door. I don't know if you can all relate to that. But, I really love Christmas. I mean, I just can't get enough of the music. I don't know about you, but I just go into Safeway like 20 times a day just to hear, like, those nauseating songs over and over. And can you imagine if we played our songs in the stores this time of year? And everyone would be like, oh, shit, they only have one song. Oh, dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. Make it out of something else already. So last year I was interviewed by Chinese language TV. They wanted to know what Kung Pao was about and why, and I was very curious to see how they were going to explain it to a largely Chinese-speaking audience. And I tried to learn a little bit in each language just so I kind of know if someone's talking about me. So I was watching the news report, and the only thing I really got was they said, we're talking to Christ killer Lisa Geduldig. So some of you might have figured out that I come from a typical Jewish family. We have a doctor, a lawyer, and a lesbian comic. It was the high tops that gave it away. But my parents are actually very disappointed in my brothers that they didn't become lesbian comics. I mean, they're just so embarrassed to try and talk about what they do with their lives. Like, yes, he's a doctor. And when I decided to come out of the closet to my parents 20-something years ago, I thought I would do something very memorable for all of us. And I said, Mom and Dad, I've joined Jews for Jesus. They were like, we're going to write you out of the will, we're going to kill you, how can you do this? We raised you with the Jewish faith. And I said, I'm just kidding, I'm just gay. And they went, oh, thank God. And my parents have gotten a little bit too accepting that I feel like going straight just to annoy them. My mom was telling me that she has a friend whose daughter is a lesbian, and the friend disowned her daughter. Can you imagine? And my mother's like, don't worry, I would never disown you. And I said, I know, I've tried everything. And then my father thinks he's really got it now. So recently he told me that he has a friend who has a gay son that he really thinks I should meet. It's just like, so close. So close. So, the Pope said that gay people shouldn't be priests. It's like UPS saying lesbians can't be drivers. Like, who's going to do these jobs? So how many of you moved here from outside of the Bay Area? Raise your hands. Your parents are a little concerned if you were straight and you're like, uh-oh. And people always want to know, like, what is San Francisco like if they haven't been here? And I say it's really simple. It's just full of people who have disappointed their parents. One reason or other. I studied Yiddish in New York a few years ago. Anyone else know a little bit of Yiddish? No. Okay. So all of my friends and you want to know why. And it's kind of simple. I like older women. Not 80, 90, just, a little bit older. So Yiddish was fun. The first day we learned the most important lesson, and that was how to say in Yiddish, I'd like to speak to a supervisor. How many of you use that? Jews, raise your hands. United's like, sorry, your flight's canceled. Oh, okay. Now I'd like to speak to a supervisor. That happened to me once, and she just kept fighting, and I said, look, I'm Jewish. I'm going to win. Second week of Yiddish class, we learned how to say what hurts us. This is how they teach the body parts in Yiddish. Aha, I like you. Okay, I'll be back, but I'm going to introduce the next comic. So next performer was oh, thank you so much.